Hello Libra, welcome to your July 2019 General Psychic Horoscope. So Libra, as always, before we dive right in here, I do have a couple of announcements and I'm super excited about a couple of things. Libra, I hope you're doing well. We're hitting Cancer season here in July. And so this is a powerful season. It's the season of the Moon children. And then next month, we move into the season of the Sun children, Leo. And so Libra, it's really an auspicious time. And so I'm really excited to get into your personal tarot message with this and what's going astrologically. If you haven't yet though, Libra, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel here, show your support, and stay up to date with all the stuff that I have developing. Also, I'm adding a new product to my Etsy shop, or feature offering, whatever you want to call it. So, ta-da! It is a psychic message in a bottle. So, I just flip a switch here on the cork and boom, has some lovely little lights for decor. So what you get is you get your psychic message handwritten and rolled up on a piece of painting paper and stuck in the bottle here, and you pull it out with a string. On the bottle here, you get your zodiac signs, charm, and there's a Leo one on here right now. And then you also get a clear quartz crystal pendant. So isn't that lovely? And so you can turn this part into a necklace. But ta-da, yeah, so I'm really excited about this. You know, I have a lot of wine bottles and I've been wanting to recycle them and do something clever. And here it is. So, psychic message in a bottle. You can find out more details below in the descriptions box, of course. One other thing, I'm doing another free giveaway in relation to this new product here. So the best way to stay in the loop, Libra, about that free giveaway is to follow me on my Instagram and Facebook. So there you have it. All that information links are below as well. Let's get into the astrology. So since we are in eclipse season here in July, I want to do something slightly different. So I've already pulled a card collectively for us as a society, for us as a whole in the world. I pulled one for the new moon and solar eclipse and the full moon and lunar eclipse. So starting with the new moon and solar eclipse happening in the sign of Cancer on the 2nd of July here, I pulled Owl. So Libra, it's a lovely owl. You see the moon energy quite powerful reflected up here. With this, what immediately came up was the feeling of needing to detach from some social norms that haven't been serving us, that we've been too attached to. So specifically what came up with that was social media. You know how a lot of us have struggled and do struggle, especially the newer generations, with connecting with each other in person. And so this energy is asking us to let go of that attachment to social media and communicating and trying to connect behind a screen. Detach from that and be a little bit more personable, because that's going to nurture your own soul. And Cancer energy is all about nurturing, and there's been a lack of just that in-person connection, you know, and really being able to feel each other, or rather experience each other's presence. And so Libra, that's a big message with the owl here. And, you know, also there's this phrase that I wrote down here that came with this card where it's about using the wisdom you've learned from a disadvantage and turning it into an advantage. So, you know, us as a society where we have had failings, especially within our emotional state, you know, there has been a bigger turn in our society with being more emotionally sensitive, being a little bit more respectful towards each other. That's a lesson that we have been learning as a society. And so, we might see more of that coming up around this new moon and solar eclipse. And turning that in, complaining less, because we see constantly people just complaining and sharing negative stories, and that's all they can talk about is the negative. And rarely do we get the people who are like, here's the solution. What's the solution? Let's just figure out a solution. Let's stop bitching. And so that's what this is about, too, with the owl. And lastly, the owl is ushering in and inviting in more people who are turning to esoteric and occult studies, turning away from religious structures that have been in place for a long time. And specifically, that means Christianity for a lot of people. We've already seen a lot of people, and we'll see more here, who are moving their spirituality and spiritual beliefs and practices away from Christianity and moving towards more naturistic spirituality, paganistic beliefs. So that we're going to see more of showing up around this time as well. Maybe more stories and statistics coming out. So, just look out for that. It's going to be interesting to see. So on the 16th, with the full moon and lunar eclipse that's happening in the sign of Capricorn, in the sign of Capricorn, I drew the cow. So Libra, with the cow, what came up with this immediately was attention to our physical bodies, health, and our earth. The cow symbolizes the goddess of the earth. How are we taking care of our earth? More of that is going to come up. I see it reflected in the media coming up around this time, where there might be some more investigations coming to light about how we treat our livestock, maybe animal abuse in that area, how we're feeding our livestock. And that is really important, Libra, because when it's time for the livestock to feed us, we're taking on and consuming that energy that they experienced when they were living. And so it is very important how we take care of our livestock. So that's a big thing that's coming up with cow here. So how we're treating, feeding our livestock, even animal abuse. You might see more stories and stuff come out about that. And just simply, how are we taking care of our earth? Are we using too many chemicals, pesticides, and we might see some clever resolutions and healthier resolutions to taking better care of our crops and our plants and Mother Earth, essentially. And really, on a more personal level, what cow is also asking us to do here, Libra, is examine how we, each of us, are contributing to the world. And especially, how are we contributing and standing up, giving of our energy when we see an injustice being done to our earth? When we see pollution happening, are we standing up for it? Are we saying anything about it? Are we sharing stuff on social media or with our friends and family in person, whatever? Are we helping raise awareness? That's something else that's coming up. And you're going to be invited, I believe really all of us are going to be invited to do more of that, because that's where real change is created. And bettering and sustaining the health of our earth, nurturing our earth, is when we all come together and we recognize this and we make a change. So Libra, there's that. That is what is showing up, some big stuff for those eclipses. So let's go ahead and shuffle here the tarot. So I will say, off the bat, the energy is affecting your 10th house this month, Libra. So it could be a big focus that is on your work, on your career, how you are portrayed in the public eye, within the workplace. Money also comes into play with this kind of placement when the sun is in this area of your chart. So Libra, we'll get more into those details as we pull your cards here. So feel free to tune in with me, take a couple of deep breaths here. Align yourself in your mind. One more shuffle. Okay, here we go. I'm doing a week by week spread for you. And so, as you see, I'm kind of keeping a theme this month with the Druid decks. So I'm using the Druid Animal Oracle, and then this one is the Druid Craft Tarot deck. All right, cards are out, Libra. So at the 1st of July, we do have Mars moving into the sign of Leo. You know, Leo, of course, is a fire sign ruled by the sun. So this is a good placement for Mars to be in. And it's really helping motivate you and your energy, Libra. Because in the first week especially here, you have the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So this is a lot of fire energy here. A lot of you Libras may be finding yourself taking on a bigger load, you know, bigger workload, taking on a bigger burden. You know, if that means like personally, when it comes to relationships, or matters of the home here, Libra. Taking on some bigger burden that just really feels weighty on you. Perhaps it's just extra work, or you're absorbing other people's energy too much, Libra. Now with the 6 of Wands paired with the 10 of Wands here, you have some opportunity in the first week to really, with all this effort, with all this work, you know, maybe packing on too much, but with all that you're doing here, or that can be evolving here in the first week, it's giving you recognition with others. And so that's beautiful. There's recognition coming to a lot of you, whether it be in your work or just simply within your community. People are recognizing your vibe, your energy, and it's beautiful. Some of you just might be feeling that burden of people are starting to look at some of you Libras more as a leader. You know, leader of your friend group, of your tribe there, or in the workplace if you're stepping up, Libra, and taking on more responsibility at work. People recognize this and they are respecting your energy in this position. And some of you just might be feeling kind of that burden, the weight a little bit, especially around the Cancer new moon and eclipse there. But it's an opportunity. Know that, Libra. It's not a negative scenario. You know, it just might feel like you've taken on a lot, maybe more, you've bitten off more than you can chew, but it's not the end of the world. Not at all. So just know that. In the second week here, you have the 8 of Swords and Three of Cups. So interesting. Okay, so I'm getting here for a lot of you Libras. Some of you are being encouraged to distance yourself a little bit from hanging out, socializing so much. Create more space and time for yourself in the second week of July here. Just, be alone with yourself. Kind of compose yourself in private. Cancer season's really good for that. However, the secondary message with this, Libra, is, oh goodness, it's like having faith, just having faith within your friends, within perhaps even the new friendships, relationships that have grown in the workplace. Wherever these relationships are, it's about just trusting them and just going with the flow. I get that strongly with the Eight of Swords here. She may be blindfolded, she's still moving forward, she can't necessarily see. She doesn't know perhaps what lies ahead, what really lies behind her anymore, for that matter. But she's going with the flow. She's taking steps. So that's the energy in the second week here. Especially taking steps, within your friend group, your social group here, with whatever group of people is showing up for you, Libra. There's a sense of having faith. But then for, some of you, it's definitely asking, just kind of also keep some time to yourself. Give yourself a little bit of alone time so that you can sort through some things. And, I'm getting with the Three of Cups that some of these friends really want to help you out. And so when you've had enough processing time, Libra, don't be afraid to share. Share with these friends, share with these people here. Because they do want to help and they do want to uplift you, which is beautiful. So now moving into the third week here, Libra. Three of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. Okay. There could be some unexpected work opportunity showing up in the third week here. And some sort of work opportunity within your job here to perhaps travel a little further. Going a little further with a project or marketing a little further, hitting a new demographic within your business, within your job. Yeah, it's really powerful. Hang on one second, Libra. Sorry about that little pause there, Libra. My phone was going off and so had to check it out. It's storming here right now as I'm filming this. So, I'm getting all kinds of flood warnings. So back to your Three of Wands and Ace of Pentacles in the third week here. There's definitely an opportunity for you to use your skill, use your energy. A chance to use it within creating something, within your job, what you do in the world. And I'm just hearing the word strongly, you know, hitting a new demographic or trying a more expansive approach with this. Trying a more expansive approach. And you're being just given that gift, opportunity to do that. And so that just looks really exciting. Some of you may be really contemplating using some extra money that is coming to you, because there is a little extra money showing up here. Using it to kind of get yourself out of the city, get yourself out of the state even, Libra. Or just making an investment that goes further for you. Yeah. It's about really pursuing beyond the norm, beyond your typical sort of boundaries. Going beyond any limitations you have set up for yourself here. That's what's really speaking strongly. So use whatever job offer, whatever extra money and gift and whatever this is within job, career, whatever you're creating, use it. Take it and use it, Libra. So in the 4th week here, we have the Queen of Swords and 2 of Wands. I love this. So, you know, we're hitting Leo season. I believe it's on the 22nd here. And so your clarity sharpens here. Clarity of vision is super enhanced once we get into Leo season, Libra. And you're going to be able to distinguish and really call shots when it comes to where you want to put your energy, where you want to put your time and your efforts, where to act next. Queen of Swords is saying, yep, calling this shot and calling this shot. She's the deciding factor here. So decisions, firm decisions available, being made here in the 4th week. And yeah, I'm definitely really getting that it's about making that decision that has to do with your efforts, where you feel like your purpose is right now. And, you know, it could be another air sign, specifically a older female air sign that is coming in here to help you, help give you that wisdom that gives you clarity. Definitely that message is showing up. But this very much could just be you, Libra. And you're definitely out. You know, before we speak to this actually anymore, I'm going to go ahead and get one more card. I want to just get a little bit more clarity for you. All right. Okay, I feel like it's a little further down. Here we go. 8 of Wands. Wow. So, So you might find yourself almost overwhelmed again coming up in the 4th week with a ton of opportunities, lots of information coming to you. And it's because you have more information coming to you with this, you know, that's why you're able to make a better, firmer, clearer decision here. A more well-informed, mature decision when it comes to how you want to handle your purpose, how you want to handle and place your energy right now. So yeah, man, 8 of Wands, woohoo! Leo season is helping motivate you. You're getting a lot of motivation this month, Cancer season and Leo season here. You know, so just expect, especially in that 4th week, a lot of information to hit you. And it's going to be very informative. You're going to be able to make a level-headed decision. You know, you don't need to fear with that. You're going to be able to find balance within your efforts in that 4th week. Yeah, beautiful. Essentially, that's what's showing up. We're going to keep it pretty simple there, Libra. So let me know how this is resonating with you in the comments below, of course. Love to hear from you, Libra. And don't forget, if you want to do a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can do so by visiting my Etsy shop and booking with me there. Link is below in the descriptions box, where you can also, if you want to do the psychic message in a bottle, boom, get your cute little decorative thing with your charm and crystal. That'll be available there as well. And don't forget about the free giveaway that is happening as well. So, I'll be excited to hear from you, Libras. You'll have a fantastic month and eclipse month as well. Take care.